This is sweet. Okay, y'all ready? Let's get it together. This is our time. Yes! All right now. Yes!
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
All right.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experience are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
Okay.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how
Here
you
we
feel.
go. When the road is bumpy and everything is shaky, gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all in the past, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as your last. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
Yeah.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
Okay, okay.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The love and lips show, the truth, the real, the straight, how you feel.
We out.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. L&L show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you favorite nephew, Lenora? She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it,
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show. The love and live show. Love and live. Love and live.
Yep. Visit Love and Live
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in.
Welcome in.
What day is it today?
Today is my day.
All right, today's your day, and what are you gonna say on your day?
It's Queen's Day. It's Queen's Day. supposed to really sing it for me.
No, I wasn't really feeling.
Then I glide in when you sing the song.
I don't know if I want Queen's Day.
Why?
Because it's not Queen's Day today.
Well, whatever.
Do you know what day it is? It's Wednesday.
Every day is Queen's Day.
All right. Do you know what we do here on Wednesday on the Love and Live show?
Yeah.
On Queen's Wednesday.
Yes, I do.
What do? We do
relationship advice.
We do relationship advice. All right. And if you guys have any relationship related questions,
everybody,
drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat.
Drop them in.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. We on here a little bit earlier today, y'all, because we got some things to handle, you know?
My daughter's graduating today, y'all. She graduated
so we gotta make sure we get into everything. So we up on here a little bit earlier for y'all today.
We can't be missing the graduation.
No, we can't. We can't do that. All right.
Okay.
So we got some.
So I know y'all excited
that
she graduated a year early. She graduated. She been working hard in school. Shoot, that's relationship advice too.
That's what it is.
How do you do with these teenagers and how you get them to be motivated to do what they need to do? Somebody tell me because I need some help. I'm just saying. That's saying, you know. Oh, yeah. Man. Okay. So that was a bit of information.
Yeah. That's what's going on. That's what's going on today. So we're gonna be hopping off a little bit early because of.
Well, it's gonna be the same 2 hours. It's just.
Yeah. We're just starting
earlier. That's all. That's it. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the fam.
We got some folks in here, all right?
Okay.
And you ever want to be up on that homestead?
I do.
Just that different type of living.
Yeah.
Because you could check that out over on Odom's Homestead. Hey, how's it going?
Odom, how you doing?
Nice seeing you in here. We got Odom's Homestead.
Congratulations,
yes, Odom Homestead said congratulations.
I'm just so excited about it, like crazy excited.
We got a big catch right here.
Yeah.
So we might as well just go ahead and reel it in. We've got W.
Fisherman.
We got MLW Fisherman in here saying hello, Love and Live.
Yes.
All right, MLW also says hello to everyone.
Yes.
All right, please give him and her a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what MLW just let us know?
What?
MLW said my birthday was Saturday.
Oh, did we celebrate it?
Come on now, MLW. Did we do? What did we do? What was going down?
Listen.
Come on now.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to MLW Fisherman. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Okay, but that was a worst happy birthday song ever.
To
I like to do this one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, MLW.
Yay.
All right. Odom said, I'm good, fam. At work listening.
Thank
okay,
you.
Odom.
Yes.
All right. MLW said the anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh,
okay, so there's just a lot going
on. Today is the day. I'm going to miss that song too. But happy anniversary. How many years have you been married? That's what I'm talking about.
Odom said happy birthday, MLW, and happy anniversary.
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead and pre-order our happy anniversary too.
Yes.
All right, so happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Okay.
I couldn't do Tony.
Yeah, you're going to have to switch it up. So, I like the pivot that you did.
Oh, it's 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
4 years. Oh my goodness! Congratulations.
4 years on MLW.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all doing something special?
What's going on, MLW?
What y'all doing? Because we need to know. I mean, I'm telling you, you knew we people be getting married and doing some great anniversaries where as people who've been married for a long time, we be just happy anniversary, baby. Happy anniversary to you too.
That's what
Thank you. And it's a whole nother day. Like, we didn't even pay attention.
Oh, no.
I remember when we first were married, we was like, oh, we're going to Vegas every year.
Well, Odom's Homestead said 18 years for me in November.
Woo, woo. Go ahead, Odom. That's what I'm talking about. Do you guys spike it up every, anniversary, or do you do like me and Chris? I mean, this year, me and Chris going to be going to Mexico. with the
That's a
fam.
big anniversary.
Yes, and we are excited. Okay, you know, Sting be trying to get to us, saying they ain't got nothing on us, but you know, he trying to block us from going, but we going.
All right.
But yeah, do you guys do anything special on anniversaries? Because I know, like I said, I think our first 8 years we were going to Vegas every year.
8 years is a lot of times to be going to Vegas.
Every year, and then it just stopped. We've been married 24, so it was just we'll be 24 on. Did you get that?
What?
We'll be 24 years on the 24th.
Yep, you will. Yeah, 24 on 24. All right.
Okay, y'all. We doing an anniversary party over here, y'all. Okay, everybody doing an anniversary.
Odom said, I just hope I can get a few days off.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's what it's all about. We gotta welcome somebody in.
Yeah.
When you hear Yee, who do you think?
I think a Yee shake.
We got Sleazy.
Yee!
Sleazy in the mix.
Yes.
All right, Sleazy saying, yee, love and live.
Exactly.
So peace to the chat. How you doing, Sleazy? We got a video coming out for Sleazy pretty soon.
Sleazy,
all right. You know.
Sleazy be getting the videos. Tight, y'all.
You know, Sleazy really about that. Sleazy really about that.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's okay. So anniversaries.
I'm looking for an anniversary idea.
What kind of things do y'all do on your anniversary? What can you do
to spike up the anniversary time? Like, do we go out to eat? Do we go skydiving? I'm not skydiving, but you know, maybe you want to skydive. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever thought about that being a little bit more, adventurous on your anniversary? Maybe step out your comfort zone.
No.
It's just
I just don't feel like I should die on my anniversry.
Well, you don't have to die.
I don't know. You skydiving. You never
just gotta get a little risky a bit, you know.
Okay.
But we gotta welcome somebody in.
Oh, my president
Step into
is
the
in
president
the building.
We got
Spikey 2024.
All right, Spikey says,
that's my president.
The president here. Hey, do the Spikey. Do the Spikey. Hey. All right. Odom said, love the vibes over here.
Thank you, Odom. Yes.
Odom, we're glad to have you in here. You know.
Yes.
We're just glad to have, really, honestly, everybody, because we did start a bit early, and we be on schedule on, how we do our stuff. So
but when my baby girl graduates, you
gotta move the schedule out the way. You got big events going on.
We canceled it all together. But we said no. We here. We here.
Can't deny that we here.
Early.
All right. So
I think I'm trying to get an accent just because I want one.
That's what you want?
I think
You're tired of being in this place.
In Portland, Oregon, and I don't have no accent, so I'm trying to get an accent. I don't know who the accent I'm trying to get, but I'm going to get an accent.
you going to get one.
Somebody.
All right. You're going to have to go down south, get Texas. You getting one.
I'm getting somebody's accent.
Going over. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, let's see. What's your relationship with your accent? How do you feel about your accent?
Well, I know, I feel like I should have more of a down south accent.
That's what you truly feel.
Because I feel like I'm more of a southern chick.
Yes, in inner.
Yeah, inner. You know? And I think it comes outer too, because people always ask me like, "Where you from?"
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll be like, "Here," and then they get mad. No, where your mama from? Okay, well, you didn't ask me, so why you taking it to them? And I'd be like, from New York. Oh, that's why you like that, because people down here is rude and mean, and all that. I'm like, really? Because I'm nice. Hey!
All right. So, what we're going to do is actually get into the title, all right?
Okay, what's the title?
The title right here is Feeling Underappreciated After the First Birth,
What?
After the first birth. You got the first child, the child come home, and now you're just feeling a little underappreciated. You're not getting as much attention. You're just not feeling the husband.
Well, say that.
The husband is feeling underappreciated in this instance here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so he's doing his best. He feels to support his wife and his child
but
at the time.
He ain't getting attention.
But he don't feel like he's connected. He don't feel.
Okay, is he trying to be connected to the child, or he feel like the wife ain't paying him no more attention?
He feels he connected to the child. He's not connected to the wife no more.
Okay.
He want to get back into his connection with the wife, but you got the baby, so you got
the baby always
you got the crying. They got to make sure this, that, and he's just kind of trying to figure out his way to operate.
Okay.
While this is all going on, so he's feeling he's kind of understanding, but he's just feeling underappreciated. And so, how do you feel about this situation here?
I'm going to, let this be as nice as I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I just said I was nice and
Yeah, nice and kind. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have that little
You
accent.
just had
with
that little
it.
twang on
So,
you.
I'm gonna try to say it as nice as I can,
Just
but
keep it respectful.
Respectful
Yeah.
is what I am, So I'm just gonna say, it's not about you.
Oh.
It's not about you at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's really about the connection between the baby.
Yeah.
And I am an advocate, like I'm 100% advocate that the children come after your relationship, your marriage.
Yeah.
But the woman's body has been through some changes that she has never experienced. And she's going through it, and it is crazy. And I don't care if this is her first baby to her 100th baby. The feeling is just is wackadoo, and none of them are usually the same. So people are like, well, she had 10 kids. Yeah, each kid does something different to your body.
Yeah, different reactions.
And this is her baby. She's trying to have that connection. She's frustrated, especially if she's trying to breastfeed, to get the baby to latch on, to get the baby to do that, trying to understand each cry. Like, this is the hungry cry. This is the diaper cry. This is the cry because something hurts, and where does it hurt? And then it's just like, I want to be this perfect mother.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a struggle. I don't want to make mistakes like my mama did, or my grandma did, or Jolie down the street did.
In your mind a whole lot. It's a whole lot of thinking.
You're
just all
overwhelmed
over
as a woman.
Yeah.
Whereas the daddy, you're just there. You play with the baby, and you might change the diaper. You might get to put the bottle in the baby's mouth here and there. But usually when that baby first word is usually daddy. It don't be usually mama, the one that's spending all this time with it. So there's a bonding time that I tell people, give that bonding time for that woman. So help her. And if you want a relationship, help her with the baby. That's the best way I can say. Help her with the baby. Just help her. And I'm not saying always have the baby, but like if she's breastfeeding, baby, would you like something to drink? Would you
plays an important role?
Yeah, you want me to massage your feet? What you want me to do? Because I know this is taking on strength. You want me to rub your back? What you want me to do? I can just be sitting here talking to you and just rubbing your leg while I'm talking to you. Those things are very considerate. Are you hungry? After she breastfeed, here, I made you something to nibble on. Here's some fruit, some vegetables, so you can nibble on. Oh, I cleaned the kitchen for you. I don't want you to worry about it. Dinner's going to be ready. I got you. Those type of things can really speed up because you're giving her that time to focus mainly on the baby. Let me wash the baby's bottle. So do I wash it and then boil it and then put it out? Because when you have a firstborn, we are extra sensitive to this kid. Nobody could come in there without washing their hands. You gotta wash, sanitize. By the second and third child, here the baby.
Don't care no more,
but the first time you had a baby, you got there's some things you gotta go through. So just keep that. Be very tentative, and then I think when the baby's resting, she feels more relaxed and resting because you've been rubbing her down, you've been feeding her. She ain't really had to do much. And then when she does get up to do something, you're with the baby, spending time with the baby, and then there's that connection when you go to work. You call and you checking. I'm just seeing how you doing, baby. Just want to tell you I love you, and again, thank you for having my baby for me, and just all those wonderful words, kind words. I think that's what it is.
I think what it is, it's more like playing to the support. Take yourself out of things. Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
And especially just for that season,
Yeah.
But I feel like that is something that's gonna happen in most relationships. It really just
it's not because a lot of men don't have that issue, but there's some men that are very the woman is very tentative to every need that man has. And so when you take that away, it shocks them.
Yeah.
Where a lot of relationships, even if the woman is tentative, she's not that tentative. So he's still independent and still able to do his stuff. So when the baby comes, it's not really that much different.
I'm saying more so like the attention thing, of course, is going to be on the baby. That's something that I feel like you should just always kind of.
Some men don't care.
No, yeah, definitely. But you got to understand, though. It's a hard understand. It's a hard pill to swallow, but that's really kind of the bottom line. I feel like both of y'all attention should be towards the baby, and that is maybe sacrifice a bit of your time. But this is the child y'all decide to have.
Yeah.
It's
But
kind
a lot
of
of people don't understand
it's important in those early
that when you
development
have a
stages.
baby that you get pushed
To the side. Yeah, yeah.
People don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some women that don't pay attention to the baby, just still pay attention to the man.
I mean, that's
so they
the
don't
thing.
really
That's
have
the thing.
it. So,
That's a big thing. I feel
it
like
is what it is,
it
y'all.
don't matter what side it is. Y'all both got to really divert your attention to that child at the time.
That child is important. So yeah, I understand. No, I'm not gonna lie. I say just be attentive to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Care for the woman.
You said you were about to say you don't understand.
I was about to say I understand, and then I don't.
I could understand it.
I know because you're a man. I'm talking about.
I mean, if you seen it the other way around, you think you would be able to understand?
My thing is, and I'm not.
You have an understanding that this is the child, right?
And I understand the woman's body has went through this emotional journey. Because people just think your body goes through the emotional for the 10 months that you're carrying the baby.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of
afterwards is effect, and you got to make sure that she don't go into postpartum depression.
Exactly, and she might be going back to work and doing all these other things.
Yeah, and she ain't gonna want to let go of the baby because she been home with the baby for 6 weeks to 3 months. She been home with the baby, and there's a lot of stuff that you're not ready for.
Yeah, definitely.
So, for a man to be thinking about themselves at this moment, I think it's selfish.
Okay, all right. That's your take on things.
Yeah,
it is a selfish act, but
it's very selfish.
Definitely, I would agree with that. It is. I mean, I could understand the shock of things if you're used to something, but then I feel like it comes a time where you do have to really understand.
I said for like a man, think about it as if you got the car of your dream. Mm-hmm. Somebody just gave you the car of your dream.
Yeah.
Now you're washing it, you're polishing, you're making
sure.
You're
doing all
you're making sure you know what stereo you went in, and you are spending a lot of time.
It's a
with
big
your
investment.
Baby. Yeah. And then your woman talking about you ain't spending time with me. And that's material. Mm-hmm. That ain't even a baby. That's material.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And I think if men look at it that way, I think they would probably work it out a lot better. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if they got the new PlayStation 82,
Not the 82. We still on 4. But we still on 5.
Yeah, but
Okay.
But
okay,
skin numbers. I had a Note 10 and my mom the next year got a Note 20. Where did 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
because they went into 2020.
And that's what I'm saying. So don't come at me acting all shocked when I say PlayStation 82.
Well, okay, so yeah, I feel like that was a good way to talk about that first big discussion. All right, let's talk about boundaries in the relationship. Ooh. And when you should cut it off. All right,
what you mean?
Because in this, I'll build this whole scenario. Okay. All right, so you got your girlfriend, boyfriend, and you can even probably scale it up to husband, wife at a certain point. But this is usually early relationship. Mm-hmm. Now, in this specific instant, the girl, she is a little sensitive, and she don't like to be touched in certain spots, right? And so, her boyfriend, I guess, has this understanding, and he knows this because she said it plenty of times. Mm-hmm. Well, one time he didn't. I guess he decided to test his luck, and he went to the extreme, right? And he did that. And once he did that, he's like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. All right. They had that understanding. Yeah. But as they continue in the relationship, he kind of like plays with it. Like, I'm not gonna touch you, but I'm hovering. So you're kind of feeling a little uncomfortable. Yeah. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that in a relationship? You're establishing your boundaries and your boundaries are not being met. How do you feel? Should you, try to be patient with the other person? Should you cut it off? If this is a marriage, what should you do? How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna tell you, for you to even test my boundaries, it's showing lack of respect for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't like my face being touched. Mm-hmm. It's just not a thing I like. Yeah. Don't touch my face. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know where it came from. but I just don't like my face being touched. Now I can touch it.
Yeah.
But I just don't want my face being touched.
Yeah.
Now,
so imagine that, right? And
he goes
doing all that foolishness.
And then if I hit you, then you can't be mad because you're in my space.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I usually explain I don't like my face being touched. You don't have to kind of prepare me because you might be one of those type of men that just want to touch a woman's face, and here I am, don't want to be touched. So we got to have a neutral thing, like
come to that understanding. Got the common ground there.
Yeah,
this is what I do.
But
like,
you come at me, I might hit you. Like I don't know. Even like it's so funny because I never had to really worry about it that much with Chris. But recently, we were laying down, and he was playing, and he was touching my face, and I'm freaking out, like. And I'm not saying don't touch my face. I'm just moving his hand, slapping his hand. And I don't think it was in his mind because it's been so long, what I mean?
Exactly. I've been married for I don't know how long.
Yeah, but after a while, it just stopped, and we, of course, tattling on each other with the kids, and they ain't doing nothing but looking at us like we're crazy. But it is what it is. But I think somewhere in there he remembered, oh, she don't like her face being touched.
Yeah, exactly. There's no respecting.
Yeah, like, I wasn't thinking like he was disrespecting me. I just was like, he's in the mood to play. He hasn't really been able to spend time with me, so this is his moment. So it wasn't something to be like, that's my issue, but you putting your hands on my face. I didn't do all that. So I think when that somebody might have forgot.
Yeah, that you feel like there's a different understanding.
Yeah, but I think if I told you recently, like, don't do that, and you do it, then I'm like, I feel like you're
disrespecting.
You're coming for me, and then there's a reaction,
and then you don't want that energy in the relationship too.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a different energy because you stepped over that boundary.
It's aggression,
and so now the aggression gonna happen. You're gonna be mad, and then you're gonna want to hit me back, and then we got problems.
And that's the moral of the story right there.
I mean, you gotta think about it because I wouldn't let anybody else touch my face without there being consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
When you touch my face, to me, that's like fighting. That's fighting time. So we don't want to do that. Like,
So that's how you feel about the.
I just think we respect each other's boundaries because you don't know what makes a person have an issue. Like my son, my oldest son, he did not like the playpen. Period. He never wanted to be in the playpen. He never wanted to do anything, but he would not be in there. So if you put him in there, he could be he having a good time. You put him in the playpen, he cry. Now he go in the laundry basket. He go in a box. He go in all these other things that remind me of a playpen, but that playpen was enough.
Is just enough.
And when he was asleep, he could be dead asleep. You put him in that playpen and he wake up. That told me that was his boundaries. Now I needed to put him somewhere, put him in a box, he'd be just fine. He ain't had no problem. Do not put him in the playpen. So remember that.
And the playpen is just not it.
Yeah. Oh, my graduation daughter is here. Uh-oh.
Welcome in, Avi. She said, hey.
My
how you doing,
she graduated. And she up early. Yesterday, she woke up at 4 p.m.
Oh, dang. That's your airing out.
All the business. All the family business is being aired out. And it's all Eli's fault. I didn't even say
no. Oh, now it's my fault. She over here acting up.
You are. What?
But anyway, you were saying, it is I feel
respect
like
the boundaries.
It's pretty pivotal that you do respect that.
Yes.
Even like you said, even for your children, your children got certain boundaries. Like, of course, you got some stuff that you gonna do as a parent.
Yeah.
But when it comes to something like that, I feel like you gotta set that in place. Like they don't like that. So don't put them in that situation.
But sometimes, and as I say, when it comes to like parents and kids, sometimes it's hard.
It is
because of the simple fact that. You really, because I'm the parent, I can do this. But you still got to respect your kids.
It's still
and that's a hard thing to do and understand what their boundaries are. These days, these kids got tons of boundaries. You can hear all day. Boundary 9,742. Well, I'm sorry, I'm only doing 4 boundaries. You pick the 4. Whatever 4 is important to you, pick it. Because the 9,742, I cannot do.
No, that one is not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, not a graduation daughter.
Yep.
And you airing out my business.
I told you like not to.
Wow.
I know. Eli be doing it all wrong, girl. I don't know.
Y'all
I'm trying
to.
Who?
Oh, you are acting up.
Are you categorizing?
Yes, I am categorizing.
Oh, did you hear that? I mean, categorizing.
Oh
yeah.
Is that a boundary that I overstepped?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is a boundary. You overstepped. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. All right.
But yeah, boundaries are very important. Unless somebody's just overly boundaryless person, then try to stay away from it.
Just like you're not.
Because if you're gonna have issues with somebody that has all these boundaries, your relationship is not going to grow into a better thing. You're not going to go all of a sudden, I can handle all 80 million boundaries. Pretty soon you're going to be very disrespectful. You got too many boundaries. Why ain't nobody got time to be doing all these boundaries? And then you're just going to go off. And then when you could have just left them alone, and not like I'm going to leave you alone because you have all these boundaries. I'm just not going to be around you as much. That's it.
Yeah.
You ain't got to say goodbye. You just all of a sudden you ain't there as much as you used to be because you can't handle the boundaries. And I'm telling you, I'm growing into a lot of boundaries.
How you growing into boundaries?
No, like there's a lot of stuff that I used to do.
Where you feel like that come from? Growing.
I think you get older, you just don't got the
patience.
You ain't got the patience, the tolerance. You don't want to play. It's a lot of stuff you just don't want to do. You don't want to do it. You don't want to deal with it. You just like, what? I ain't got time.
Oh, just that what right there was saying a lot.
Yeah, and be meaning. You can be like, that's offensive. You be like, just okay.
Oh my god.
Like that's what it is. So it is one of the. I've learned that now that I'm older. Like there's a lot of stuff that I just and my body doesn't like. Like I love ice. I ain't touching it. Like it burns. I'm not touching it. But in my drink, I better have ice in it.
Yeah,
I better have ice in my drink. But I'm not gonna go get the hands in the ice.
I didn't realize you was drinking coffee today.
What you talking about?
Oh man, I didn't really. You had me get the coffee too. I didn't even think about that. You was trying to drink the coffee for today.
Because I was out of energy and I'm over here trying to make things.
No, I was wondering why you started acting up early, and this is why.
When did I act up?
You was making all these different sound effects and all that stuff earlier.
What sound effects?
But in the beginning of the live stream, you was acting up.
What did I do?
You was making all these different sound effects.
I did not make no sound like that.
Oh, you was doing a whole bunch.
Oh, no, you over here.
You was getting animated over here. Yes, you were.
You are full of crap.
I'm not. I couldn't do the sound effect.
Whatever.
But you was
over here making up stuff.
You was doing you was acting up earlier. I was trying to figure out what was going on with you. And especially because you ain't had no energy. Then you start sipping that coffee. Oh, see,
this coffee is strong, y'all. It is strong.
Oh man,
I think I need to put a half a bottle of creamer in there. This stuff it wasn't like this.
Did you use your favorite creamer?
Yeah.
Does it taste the same?
Yeah.
All right, blind. We gotta welcome some folks in here. All right.
All right.
We've got blind guy, his wife, they're live.
I don't know why we put and in there.
Yeah. You do. It's just a hidden word that's there, you
You don't
it's
see
right
it, but
in
I
between,
see it. It's
between his wife, their life. There's an and that's there that you can't see. We also gotta welcome somebody in. We got E-Credit. We got E-Debit. Some may even say we got EBT. It's the first start of the month. All right, we got to go ahead and welcome in E-Money. All right, E-Money is on the beat. No, I didn't skip it. I was just seeing E-Money was in here, so we welcome in E-Money. But Blind Guy, his wife, their life said, let me find out Queen Lenore can't drink coffee without getting lit.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I be getting lit with coffee and without coffee, but they always want to blame it on the coffee.
No, I'm telling you, Laquita, when she be drinking that coffee, that caffeine, it does something to her. And then she took a break from it. So it was really having her act up. Look at her. She knows having her act up. Look at her right now.
E-Money telling that.
E-Money said, shout out to everybody in the chat. Please feel free to like, share, connect with the Love and Live show if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And I agree. I'm Eli, and I approve that message.
Oh, thank you, Eli.
Okay. But yeah, if you guys have any relationship related questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We was just talking about boundaries.
Yes, in a relationship.
Yeah, boundaries in a relationship.
How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, exactly. And how you should move. And how do you feel like, all right, so you're married, all right, and you say you had that little situation not too long ago where you're like, okay, this happens. How do you feel if that escalated in a marriage? Like, is that would you feel like that is causing cause for
I'm gonna
divorce?
tell people this, and this is something that I believe in any marriage, or any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
People only go as far as you allow them to go.
Okay.
Plain and simple. So if you allow them to do this and then want to blow up 6 months or a year later, that you allow that.
Yeah.
But you nip it in the bud as soon as it happens, it stops. So I don't think it will escalate to anything, like even in your marriage or anything. I don't think it escalates. Sometimes we be like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with it right now because it's not that serious. And when you do that, it allows more room to do it. Sometimes you just got to deal with it. Like you just got to be like, okay, I just wanted you to know that, yesterday when you did such and such, it bothered me. Please don't do it again. Like, okay, you do it again, now there's consequences to the action. I'm going to tell you a story. Like, when me and Chris were dating, I don't even know if we were engaged yet. I don't know. We were dating. I don't know if we were engaged because it went so fast. But I remember we were talking. We had an argument, and he was at work, and we were on the phone. And he hung up. And I was like, no, he didn't hang up. Good morning. I know he didn't hang up on me. That's what I was like. I just know dang well he didn't hang up on me. So I went out and I didn't come in until 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Got into bed, went to sleep. The next day, woke up and he was like, when I was driving him to work, he was like, where were you last night? Oh, I was out. And you felt you didn't have to tell nobody? And I said, and you felt like you could hang up in my face? Consequences to your actions is you didn't know where I was, wasn't going to know where I was, didn't see me. And that's how it is. Now, we're going to go to work and you're going to chill. But, next time you hang up, it might get worse. So to this day, 24 years later, he has never hung up in my face, period. Because we dealt with it. Now, his mom was like, you really going too far. But it wasn't that I was trying to go too far. It's just that's one of my pet peeves.
Understand no limit.
You are not hanging up in my face. And I see women they men be hanging up in their face and calling them out their name. See, mine won't ever do that because I already took care of that in the beginning. Like, that is not ever. I don't care how big our arguments get. I'm not going to get called out my name. You're not going to hang up in my face. You're going to respect me because you don't want to see what's going to happen later on. Like, I ain't got to act ignorant and act a fool. I'll show you better than I can tell you. That's all I say.
So in Money, you said it only escalates when you ignore it.
Yep.
And he also said everybody love Chris.
Exactly. So and that's how we get there. You know what I mean? Like, it's respect. Like, really, it is. But people a lot of times just let things slide in a relationship and then want to blow up a year, 2, 3 years later. And I'm like, you allow that. They'd be like, I don't want no man to ever call me a B. And then he called you a B. And what was the consequences? Don't do that again. I didn't, and I'm not saying know exactly what I did, but Chris didn't know why I stayed out until the next morning when I was taking him to work. He was calling. He was probably out there looking for me and everything. And I was over here, and I drove slow to get home. I dropped everybody off. And then I probably drove 5 miles per hour to get home. Because at some 5:30 in the morning, because I was tired. And then I was like, ooh. And you gotta understand, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna tell you something I just told my sister recently.
All right, blind guy, his wife, their life says during the early phase of getting to know people, many people let things slide since they're still getting to know each other.
Yeah,
and that's how things blow up later.
Exactly. And that's why I said I can't do it. So my sister told me something, and I hear women say this a lot. Okay. So a man I'm just gonna give a scenario.
All right, build a scenario.
So Tanya and Joe.
It's always Tanya and Joe.
That's the character. Every time, that's the character. Tanya and Joe are in a relationship. They break up. Joe don't want to be with Tanya no more for whatever reason. Yeah. But they still live together. They're still sleeping in the same bed, but they ain't having sex. They ain't doing any of that.
Situation.
Yeah, but they in the same bed.
Still a little extra close.
Yeah. Well, without the sex. They ain't even having sex right now. And they could be having sex. Who cares? It is what it is. So Tanya is like, I'm ready for Joe to move out. I'm sick of Joe. Joe can he can go. Matter of fact, why I haven't seen Joe leave yet? Like, why is he still here? I don't know. He getting on my nerves.
Where's Joe mama?
Yeah, Joe need to go live with his mama. Matter of fact, Joe, why you ain't called Tyrone yet? You know, like, what's going on?
Go ahead.
And so then Tanya persists to say, because I'm just stressed and because what if he got some girl sleeping in the bed when I come home? And I'm like, why is that something you worried about? Like, who? I don't think I would ever worry about that. Why is that something you worry about? And then she was like, oh, because this has happened to me several times. And I'm like, Tanya, I don't care if it happened to you. Why is that something you worry about? Mm-hmm. Because I'm an act of fool. And I said, see, that's what your problem is. I said, I don't know if y'all ever heard it. And tell me if any of y'all heard this before. The quiet ones are the most scariest ones. Those are the ones you worry about. The ones that are loud, you ain't worried about. The ones that are quiet, you are. Or the story like the man knew that the relationship was over when she got quiet. As long as she was yelling and talking, he knew she still loved him. Those comments. I said, girl, if there's a woman in the bed, I would go lay in the bed while they in the middle of doing what they do. I'm eating, and I'm going to probably go get me some scissors. I'm going to pick up some clothes, and I'm going to get ready to chop them up. You heard me say that. I'm getting ready to chop them clothes up while in bed, eat my food. And I might even tap you. You want to bite? Oh, no. You're going to be uncomfortable. And my silence is going to speak. You will not be able to finish doing what you're doing. Matter of fact, that's the time for you to move out because you don't know if you're going to live. Like, that's just where it is. You screaming and acting a fool and all that, all you did was make that guy happy. Like, oh, I got her just where I wanted, yeah. So you got to be prepared. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, why do we care about what this person going to do? I will never have that in my head. Like I said, even Chris's brother would say, that's one person I wouldn't mess with. They ain't see me do nothing. I wouldn't mess with Lenore. No, Chris would never cheat on you because he kind of probably would, unless he's trying to die. That's committing suicide. He ain't. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, I'm not thinking about all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, if these women be like, and I'm like, if you over him, that's the only time I really agree with my mom. If you over him, why does it faze you? Yeah, but it means you're not over him. Yeah, then they're like, but Tanya's excuse was because that's disrespectful, disrespecting me. Well, but see, when I get in the bed while you doing a do, you will understand the crazy has not even came out yet. And you will be ding, 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 ding. You need, a commercial where they pack it up real quick and leave it like, oh Lord, like on Color Purple when that lady slapped Oprah Winfrey and that piano guy and time for me to go. That's where it's gonna be. It's time for you to go. Money, he said, yep, you gotta watch out for your lie. Money acting up. I don't know what he's talking about. That's propaganda. Propaganda. All right, we gotta welcome in the Bud Files. The Bud Files is in here. Yeah. All right. Blonde guy and his wife, they're like, so, it's kind of hard to finish a situation with someone else eating and chilling in the same bed with you, though. Yeah. That would mess things up. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. I said, but Tanya wants to go off, grab the girl, beat up the dude, and all that. And it's a rigmarole. Yeah, and all that did was make that guy feel like he done did something. Yeah, you pumping him up. Situation. Yeah, you thinking you damaging the situation. You pumping him up. But me laying there, sitting there with my chips in the sun, and you ain't got to type like, oh, excuse me. Did you want to bite? Okay. They be scared. Why she got scissors? Not even realizing it's their clothes game. By the time she get ready to get dressed and he get ready to get dressed, their clothes is confetti. And I would throw it up right when they finish. Ta-da! Oh, no. I sure would. That's the type of female I am.
That's putting the P in petty. Oh my goodness.
Oh, y'all don't
mess
know.
with the queen.
If I told y'all half the stuff I did when I was my first marriage, y'all be like, "Oh, she ain't playing." I'll play. Like I'm not gonna act ignorant and all that and be ready to do all that fighting and yelling and screaming. I think that's just nonsense. Mm-hmm. And you giving that man too much power and that other woman too much. Because that other woman, you thinking, how you giving her power? You jealous now of her. Mm-hmm. She probably gonna get really loud, but you sitting there quiet, interrupting, asking for a sandwich and cutting. she ain't thinking she got power. She like, she dried up. He went down. All right, so we'll be right back after this quick brief message.
Remix. Get spices in season from the Amazon store so you can be just like Queen Lenore. Hot sauce and teas and food galore. My flow got all messed up, so like Christmas trees and spruces, the time is up, so we gotta say deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces, yeah. Your money said, why she got scissors?
I'll be quiet with it. TV on, laugh, and I'm gonna put on something. I'm gonna laugh after that for real. Oh, that's a good one. That is funny. Yeah, it's gonna be. That girl gonna pack up and be like looking for her clothes, and I'm up here cutting them up. She gonna be looking, and I'm gonna be cutting.
Blind guy, that's why I said she would probably help you fight him.
Yeah, like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I know now. You know now. And he gonna want to say something like after, why you do that? You should have went in your kids' room and had sex, but you ain't coming in my room.
Oh,
you gonna disrespect your kids over me. You ain't gonna do that again.
All right, we'll be right back.
I'm just telling you.
Message.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Hey, let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. Stay entertained. Yeah. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up, baby.
All right.
We had an argument, but he said I shouldn't have said it, but I'm just like, you ain't gonna disrespect me just like you ain't gonna disrespect your kids. Is the whole point of that conversation. So you needed to go to her house, get a hotel, but you ain't coming over in my room that we share, in my bed that we share, and think you gonna do the do.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
she said, "Give Elijah a cup of Joe."
Why you keep blinking?
Exactly.
Oh man. You money said Elijah's like, okay, commercial break.
You know, he was there when I had the conversation with Tanya. He was there.
She was just
And I was explaining. I'm like, why are we acting stupid and ignorant? Like, why? Who said that was cute? Who said that you winning with that? You ain't winning. You lose it. You ain't. I'm gonna tell you right now. Me and Chris were supposed to get married April 24th. But I found out I was still married. So I had to go to the court and had to tell the judge, this is your fault because I asked. I called down here. Y'all told me I done put this piece of paper on my wall and it's saying I'm divorced. And then y'all going to tell me I ain't divorced. We got problems. You know, we got some issues. Mm-hmm. And so I had to go find my ex-husband to serve him the divorce papers. And so his woman was pregnant. I'm not going to tell you this one story, but his woman was pregnant. And I came in, like I said, hello, Troy live here. She said, yeah, I walked in the house. And I was like, yeah, I'm here to serve Troy these divorce papers. Why did I say his name?
I have no clue because you're going. This is why you can't drink.
Joe. I done served Joe. I done served Joe these divorce papers, and so I just went. She was like, "Well," I said, "Yeah, I done served Joe these divorce papers, and I need him to sign." And she was like, "Okay, I'll give him." You know, trying to walk me out, and I was like, "No, this is my house." And she was like, "No, this is me and Joe's house." And I was like, "I'm married to Joe, you're not. So wherever Joe lives, I live." And so she, started turning red. And I was like, "This. So can you give me some Kool-Aid out our kitchen?" Like,
oh no,
I'm kind of thirsty.
That's some Kool-Aid.
I'm a little thirsty.
Oh my goodness.
And so she was all, "I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police." And I said, go ahead, because you need to leave. Y'all up in our house. You know?
Oh,
How you gonna be up
damn.
in a married couple's house, you know? And so by the time she finished welling out and all that, and I said, well, I'm just gonna let you know. If Joe don't sign these divorce papers, I'm moving in. Guess what? Joe signed the divorce papers. Case closed. I didn't have to act. She acted more of a fool than I did. I was just sitting there chilling. Like, sat on the couch, comfortable. Yeah, I like some Kool-Aid too. Yes, thank you. Yeah, because I wanted you to know we're not playing this game. You ain't, because, Joe would be like, oh, okay, I'm going to sign it and never do it. But see, now that I throw in your piece, you make sure, no, I need to see you sign those and make sure you take those papers straight to her. You want me to drive you in? That's what happened. Like, you ain't, no, I only want you to take it to court. Let her take it to court. You gonna go drive those papers to her because I don't want to ever see her again. That's how it goes. Like, literally, but I didn't act ignorant. I was over there this way, wherever he lay, I lay. This is my house. That's my husband. And it took me so long to understand when my mom used to tell me that. She was like, you married, you are not the side piece, you are the wife. So why? And then one day I woke up and realized I wasn't a side piece and I was a wife. I don't know what you get when you get cheated on. You feel like, you lost your position. But I had to say, no, my position is I'm married. I'm the wife. He married me. So everything goes to me. At the end of the day, if he died, I don't care if you had to take care of him. He is my husband. I get everything. So everybody should want to, let's get rid of Queen Lenore because she ain't going to be nice. You ain't coming to the funeral. You won't know where the funeral is. There will be security to make sure you don't come in. I mean, I will act crazy in a nice, calm, cool, collective way. But I ain't got to be all violent and yelling and all that. So when somebody tells me I'm worried about him having a woman in my house, I double dog dare any man to have a woman in the house with me. If you that bold, then you can handle it. Whatever comes your way. And you don't really want to test it.
Your money said, how blind guy and his wife said, wait a minute. Exactly. Do we welcome this person in?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and welcome in
Tamika
Davis.
Davis.
Tamika in here. She said, hey, everyone. Tamika, I hope you're having a good day so far.
Yes.
All right. We came up on here a little bit early. All right.
Yes.
You know. Your money say, Elijah, enter for a commercial break. I see you.
You'll be like you're crack. I need a commercial break. Say it. I dare you, dog. Say it.
You acting up. Black. All right, black guy is wife that like say, you had that lady messed up, but you got the paper signed.
And you don't have to act all ugly.
Now you got yourself all scratched.
I know.
Looking all ashy on the thing.
You over here having commotion and
Oh,
stuff.
Man.
Eli over here having issues.
You can't drink coffee no more. You really can't. You got to be off the.
You see how you play everything on coffee?
You see people's government names.
I did.
You just straight just shooting everything.
You don't know his last name. I was married 14 times since somebody named that.
Oh my goodness! That you don't know the last name.
This is my 80th marriage. So how many of those did I marry?
Oh my goodness!
But no, I'm being real though. Like you don't.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta ask. And like I said, and he did a lot of things that I know. Like my sister friend, she thought I was lying one time, and I mean, but I always stay cool and calm, collected because, like I said, I'm never gonna give you the power to abuse me. Mm-hmm. And I think too many women give men the power to abuse them. I'm never gonna give you the power to abuse me. You're gonna respect me and love me and care for me. And when you can't do that, then you know to walk away. And you want to walk away on good terms with me because you don't know what might happen.
Yeah. Okay. Most definitely.
Because I can't tell you what would happen, but I'm gonna tell you I did some things that I probably should be locked up. They won't let me out. But it was the grace of God that I didn't.
Let's talk about still within this whole boundary thing,
Yeah.
right? You know, you got friends, and of course, you in your relationship, there's certain things that you would probably accept or try to work on a little bit more. But how you feel about, you know, you got a close friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real close friend, and they're kind of pushing the limit on the boundaries. You know, do you feel like, you know, you should be a little bit patient with them, talk things out, or do you feel like when do you feel like it comes to a point where we just can't do this no more?
New friendship, I will probably work it out. Old friends, I just keep you away. Like I
At a
don't need to
distance.
be up
Yeah.
under you. Like you will not be as close. You won't know none of my personal business. I'm keeping you at bay. Like we can laugh, hee ha, but we will never be that way. So, and you will feel it
Mhm.
without me saying anything. And you can ask me, and I'm not going to respond because I don't care. Like at this moment in my life, I'm just done. Sometimes I do get frustrated and mad. But once I vent and let it out, and
Mhm.
I soothe myself back, then I'm like, okay, well, this is where I put so and so. So right here, this is where you at, and that's where I leave it. And then
Mhm.
and sometimes I might pick it back up, but at a point it will be just done, and that's where I will leave you. And then I'm
And it's
fine
just
with
as
leaving you
simple
there.
as that.
Yeah, because I'm like, to me, you don't want to be my friend. Because a lot of times people are jealous of you and they just be around you, so they don't look jealous, or because they want to get whatever your blessings are. And
Hmm.
I don't got time for all that.
Just not a fan
Not
of
if you
that.
keep bothering me and go overstepping your boundaries with me, I'll be done.
All right.
I've learned more recently to be more done. Like
Okay, to be more done.
I'm more
Dang.
done. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Like if it was a steak, it's tough right now.
Oh, we gonna go ahead and welcome
It's a
somebody
tough
in.
steak.
We gonna go ahead and welcome. We got the West
I'm
Coast
overly
family in
done.
here. We've got
Big
Big
Rooster
Rooster
Show!
Show. Big
West
Rooster
Coast
in here.
family.
He said, "Hey, hey, hey, West Coast family, what's good,
Yeah.
Big Rooster? How you
Big
doing
Rooster.
today? It's nice seeing you in here.
Yeah.
All right, we over here in the best coast.
Yeah.
Keep it on the
We're
West
talking about
Coast,
boundaries,
okay?
Big Rooster.
Yeah.
And now it was with friends. And so I had to learn recently, because normally I let everybody go. Like you mess up
Money
with me,
laughing at
I
that
let
was
everybody
tough.
go. But now it took me a while to let some people go, and now I'm letting them go. And like I said, it's tougher for them because you know you had a dry steak. I don't care how much A1 57 sauce you put on it. It just ain't. It just ain't. It ain't. Just think of one of those steaks that ain't no good meat.
Oh man,
Don't think about a
you had
ribeye,
that dry
T-bone.
steak.
Think of a cheap steak. And it's just like you
you
be
got
cutting
that
for days.
$5.
Yeah, you got that knife and you just cutting for hours trying to get through. So you know when you chew, it feel like it's growing like a piece of gum in your mouth. That's where our relationship is.
What is going on with
Go
you?
pick up a $1.25 steak at the $1.25 store. That's the steak.
Not the Dollar Tree steak.
Yeah, that's where.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't care how much sauce, seasoning, that stuff is just tough. It's like you eating jerky, but it's tougher than jerky. Have you ever had a steak that's tougher than jerky?
Oh man, what is
I
going
haven't, but I sure don't want one. I don't want a steak that's tougher than jerky.
You are acting up today.
I'm just being real. Like, I think we have grown up in a society where we need to make sure that everybody around us is feeling good. Like we don't want to hurt everybody around us feeling. But sometimes you gotta understand this is my boundaries. You know what I mean? And as my boundaries, I'm gonna keep. You can be around me.
Yeah.
And I can show you love and comfort, but you can't be in the space. This is a limited space only.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can only be around this space. That's it. And I think we tend to want to please everybody else and forget who we are, and then wonder why we depressed or wonder why because we don't know who we are anymore because we're so busy up here trying to be for Sally and Frank and Toby and all them, and we can't.
When Money said, "Lord have mercy."
Exactly, I'm just saying. Like you got really get serious with understanding your boundaries is very important to you. You know, and I know we talked about it on Monday. Like I learned a lot in the Bible that it was just like, what? I gotta be nice to the people. I knew I gotta be nice to the people that do me wrong, but I gotta be around the people that do me wrong. But then I had to say, I can be around you. You just ain't gonna be in my space. I know who you are, and that's where I place you.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Right there. Blind guys wipe their lights and don't do those Dollar Tree steaks. They schooling us, Big Rooster.
Now, I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know.
Big Rooster said, yes, boundaries have to be respected.
Yeah, and you don't respect it, then
It's tough. It's tough
you got
like
kicked
that
out the
steak.
circle. You know,
It's tough like that steak from
that's
Dollar
it.
Tree.
But yeah, you know.
Oh
If
man.
somebody won on that Dollar Tree steak, you'd be like, oh, why this is harder than jerky?
That's what you. Oh,
Dang, you broke the chandelier.
You acting up over here. You are acting up. Oh my goodness.
I'm just telling the truth.
You can't have the coffee no more.
Why that's so true. That's just life. Like
oh my
literally,
goodness.
I'm just telling you, y'all don't
You
know.
just extra animated. It's like, where did this come from?
Because, you know, I've been going through this roller coaster. And I've been just like, you know what? I have to put things in place.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like when you read the word, I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but when you read the word, you get convicted, and then you do stupid stuff because you're not understanding the word.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you do stupid stuff. So I used to do that. Like my whole thing was
convicted or conflicted?
I was convicted. Like, you know, like, oh Lord, I messed up. My bad.
Okay.
And then I did something stupid. When he was like, I didn't tell you to be stupid. I gave you wisdom. I didn't tell you to be stupid.
Yeah, you was like half following.
Yeah, so basically it's like, even when I was saying that on Monday, I could love you and I could be around you. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you have to be in my circle. So for you to be in my circle to mess up my boundaries, you can't be on the outside of my circle and hit my boundaries because you're on the outside. Mm-hmm. But only the people that's in my circle can hit my boundaries. Yeah. And you have to place that. The problem is people don't place that. People got boundaries all over the place and there's no circle to them. Yeah. So anybody can hit your boundaries. You watching TikTok and they not hit your boundaries. How do they hit your boundaries? They don't know you. Like, how do they do that? They don't know you. And you mad too. They done hurt my feelings over here. How did you hurt? What? That's my boundaries. How did my boundaries reach TikTok? I just don't know. Like,
I'm watching TikTok.
You see people on YouTube or TikTok or all that. You hitting boundaries and you don't even know these people. You ain't even talking to them. Like the person that hit your boundaries on these steps don't know you from Adam. Like you can literally come up to their face, slap the mess out of them, and they would not know who you are. And you could go, I was on your TikTok page. My name is 00722. Okay. I was on it yesterday. 00722. You sitting there, now you got to go on that 00722 and then realize you never even commented, so you never even knew the person was on there. Look at But I done affected your boundaries. Like, how did I do that? So I just think like sometimes we just overly do stuff, and when society has told us that we could do that. And no. Why are you still laughing?
Oh my God. Just the way you said it is funny to me. We got to welcome somebody in, though. Yeah. He's on the move.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Anthony on the move. He said, hey, team. Hey. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to you, too, Anthony. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you are enjoying your Wednesday, because I'm enjoying mine with Queen Lenora over here.
Yeah, we are doing boundaries.
She is on the boundary.
No, I'm just saying.
All right. She's on the boundary.
I mean, I think we get stuff really messed up in the world that we start offending people that people saying we offend them and we literally don't know them at all. And we talking about because we got our boundary, we have not set boundaries. So anybody is now in our circle. And my thing is, how do you fit 18 billion people in this little circle?
What you
like,
mean,
18 billion people. You think about it, you're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of the stuff. Then you got people that's at the grocery store. You got all these people. You got about 18 billion people in your circle. For them to offend you, they have to be in your circle. How do you fit them? I mean, your circle's big as heck. My circle's so little, it's ridiculous. I remember my daughter said to me, it probably was Monday. She said, and I think she was talking to you. She wasn't even saying it to me. I see why mom don't have no friends. Exactly. My circle's so small, I'm barely fitting in my circle.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Like my mama's in my circle, my family that I live with in this circle. Everybody else, it's hard for you to fit me because you're not in the circle. So stop letting everybody in your dang circle talking about they offend you.
Earlier, E-Money said out of pocket from what you were saying about the TikTok.
Yeah.
We gotta welcome in my homegirl Juju and my
Homeboy.
homeboy. See, we got JC family. Say what, say what, say what. We got JC family in here.
Yes.
JC says, "Hey family, we working, but we wanted to come in and show
Yes, thank you for showing love.
Nice
family.
seeing you, JC.
Yeah.
I hope y'all are enjoying y'all day.
Yeah.
It says shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we are talking about boundaries, friends, family, co-workers, everybody. Just boundaries.
Oh, well, let's talk about the coworker. All right.
Oh, my mom taught me when I was younger. Those are no boundaries.
There's no.
They can't even get in your boundaries.
Okay.
They don't talk about your personal business.
Some people they do form a work relationship. And how do you feel like? Do you feel like you can meet a friend at your job? Do you feel like that's a possibility?
I call him a work friend.
No. Do you feel like a work friend can extend beyond work friend?
I don't know because my mom has drilled in me since I was younger. You don't talk about your personal business at work with any coworkers at work because that can affect your work.
Exactly.
So you and that friend get into it. That friend can blast and talk about your name everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I have work friends. Mm-hmm. Even when you talk about like we do pop-ups, those are my friends at the pop-ups. Mm-hmm. We don't really go beyond.
Yeah, exactly.
The pop-up.
Yeah.
Period. And that's fine with me. And I feel close to them. Like they're my close friends at the pop-up. Mm-hmm. But they really can't bother me because they have never been invited in my circle. Yeah. They're on the outside of the circle, and we're really close on the outside of the circle. Mm-hmm. But knowing my personal business, knowing anything like that, no. You know about my business. You know about what I do. Yeah. You can help me. I can help you. We have that bonding relationship. But my mom for years, her coworkers didn't even know what we looked like. I don't even know if they believe she was married and had kids. I'm just telling you, my mom never had no picture. When I went up to her job, I never saw a picture of me or my stepdad or my sister on her desk. You just knew it by our names, and you had to pick. Are you so and so? Are you so and so?
Which one? Which one?
And I'm so and so. Oh, so you the oldest or the youngest? The oldest. You don't know nothing about us. And that's just how I've been.
Well, Money said my circle is so small. I only see it when I turn the lights out.
That's all. Thank you.
All right, blind guys, why their lights? Money, we got a similar circle.
I tell you.
All right, Anthony said, tell them. All right. Stick to their circle because they are not handling their lane too well. Yeah. All right.
I mean, have you heard like you can't say nothing without offending somebody? I ain't got time. And then and like I said, if somebody tells me if anybody, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm not trying to be rude. I promise you, I'm not trying to. But if you tell me I offended you, I'm going to just tell you, I shouldn't have been in your circle in the beginning. Like, you don't know me except what you see me on YouTube. I love y'all. I care about y'all. But I don't know how I could offend you. And I don't know you personally. Like, I know y'all from what y'all gather here. But I'm going to just tell you, what you see here with Queen Lenora is not all that Queen Lenora is. Queen Lenora is moody. She is really...
What happened? You was going and saying this stuff. What else? What happened? What happened?
Lenora will hit you in a heartbeat.
You were saying. Why are you pausing again?
Because your face show almost got you knocked out.
I didn't even say nothing.
See, that's what circle. He in my circle, and now he bothering me in my circle. Now I might have laid hands on him, and it won't be biblical.
That's not Christ-like. Unless you lay a hand.
I said it wasn't biblical. But like I said, Lenora is moody. She when things need to be done at a certain time, she wants it done at a certain time. She don't have no understanding.
What was going on?
She is she can be kind, she can be nice, but she ain't gonna play. And she is very like bipolarish, but don't need no medicine.
I was taking a moment to look here at a blind guy and his wife, their life. They said that offended people be the most offensive. All right. I'm side-eyeing, sidestepping them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The ones that are gonna be don't want you to say anything to them wrong or disrespect them and all this. They be the ones that get offended the easiest. I totally agree. But yeah, so like you see me having a good time because I'm not. Even when I'm stressed, I don't bring it on here. I'll tell you I'm stressed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what the situation is that I'm stressed about. But I'm not gonna sit here and mope and all that because I don't feel like that's giving you positive energy. I don't feel me moping or being angry or doing all that. It's going to uplift you. And I know for me, my job here is to uplift you and show you love. When you don't feel love from nobody else, I want you to know you feel love here. But that's about it, but on knowing me on a personal, you don't. You only know what I tell you. You don't know my actions. I can tell you that I'm moody. I can tell you I got all these issues, but you don't know how it feels when
it's firsthand.
Yeah, you don't know when I'm pissed and I'm trying to figure out why you didn't do such and such. Or, I'm not playing. You don't understand that. You could go, okay, yeah, she's probably just nice with roses. She might have a little attitude. No, my attitude will blow.
What's going on? Why you keep stopping every time that you say something? What's going on? Are you okay?
Elijah,
you need a breather or something?
Y'all might have to say goodbye to Elijah. That's what that is.
What for? What? What happened?
You over here, your facial is getting you in trouble.
What? Who's my facial?
Yes.
What are you doing over there with all those facials over there?
She said we can't be laying hands on
I gotta keep a few secrets.
Don't worry, it'll be on stream. I'm just letting you know that when you do see that he got laid hands on, he'll be like, "Yes, ma'am." When you hear like say, "Yes, ma'am," you know there was some laying on the hands.
I hope it's Christ-like.
There you go. Let's welcome in.
We've got
GJ3
Fool. GJ3, how you doing?
Yeah.
There's a meaning to the word circle, all right?
Yeah.
That means a group of people with shared professions, interests, or acquaintances.
No, acquaintances can't come to my circle. Acquaintances is not allowed in my circle. Like I said, I had to just, I told you guys probably almost a year ago.
Well, you're saying there's different circles. You got a circle of acquaintance. You got a circle of people with similar interests.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
I just got this right here. This is my circle.
You ain't got a bunch of circles like that. Yeah, you do got a circle of acquaintance. You don't keep a circle of acquaintance.
I don't have a circle because it'd be like, what, 2 acquaintances? That's not a circle. They just over there. I know
you got the triangle.
No, like that's what I'm saying. People will take.
You got the triangle.
No, it's not even a triangle. My thing is,
you got the line.
Like to me, this is the people that gonna know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And even with y'all knowing who I am, y'all got to sit down and really talk to each other to find out Queen Lenore.
Mm-hmm.
All these other people on the outside of these circles, and I don't care how you want to layer. If y'all want to layer the circles, y'all can layer. I don't. Like you know what I let you know, and that's it. That it don't go no further.
Yeah. Like
from y'all to people who see me and can touch me and hug me in person, y'all got the same information.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no closer. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you like it is. If you want me to tell you the truth, I'll tell you the truth. If you want me to tell you how you need to make sure you run your business and don't let doubt and fear and all that, I'll tell you. And I'll tell you, I'll hold you accountable. And you won't want me to hold you accountable, but I will. Until you let me know, don't hold you accountable. I'm the same. Y'all all right here. But the people in the circle, they got a different line here. They totally different.
Different standards. Different everything.
Yeah, so to me, all those other layers, they're all grouped in one because
that's how you feel.
Y'all, the same, like the queens that I do know and I talk to on the phone, got the same amount of information and knowledge about me as y'all do.
All right. Well, GJ3 said, there's a meaning to the word circle.
Yeah.
We got to that one.
Yeah.
But he's saying, so if you get into a group of people that they don't have any shared qualities at all.
Yeah.
All right. Or to say it another way, if you want to talk when you get into a circle, but the others in the circle don't want you to talk, there's going to be some issues.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't that the truth?
Or he said, how is the group going to function well if there's no communication?
Yeah.
Their sharing going to function too well.
Exactly.
If everybody blocks out each other, if everybody block each other out, it's not gonna work.
No, it's not. And that's the thing is, but know your circle.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't get offended with somebody else's what they do with their life. Like there was this one, I was in this group, they had, we were doing a theater group, and we got to use this building for free. So we can do practice, we can use the paper, printer, build our program, do whatever we want, have meetings there. And it was free. You just had to, write on the board what days you wanted to come. And then that's when you have rehearsal, practice. You can even build it to have a show, a theater. So we at this meeting talking about stuff, and I'm gonna just tell you, me and my mom was clueless. So we come into the meeting, to figure out all the rules and everything that happened. And it's open to the public. It's no discrimination, supposedly.
Yeah.
And they had this argument, and the pastor was like, "Well, I didn't understand why I couldn't have my gender reveal here." And so, yeah, why can't he have a gender reveal? Like, I want to know too. And then the lady was like, "If you don't know, then you should look up the resources." Well, if you're saying he can't have a gender reveal, well, that offends people. And I was like, offend who? And the lady was like, who does it offend? I said, I don't know, because was they invited to the gender reveal?
Yeah, exactly.
How does it offend you? And I guess for the people who are non-gender binding,
non-binary.
Non-binary?
Yeah.
Okay, non-binary.
Yeah.
That offends them.
Non-conforming.
Non-conforming. I said, well, it could offend me that you don't want to conform. Like, why is it that we have to accept what you do and you don't have to accept it what I do? But then at the end of the day, well, my thing is, you weren't invited. So how does it offend you?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to do the gender reveal. You're not going to be on the premises of this gender reveal party. Yeah. So why does it offend you? How did this person get into your circle to offend you? Because they want to celebrate whatever the birth of their baby is. And the lady could not explain it. She just was like, and I'm like, if this is meant for everybody, then my thing is meant for everybody to do what they need to do. Because if I do a play, I promise you, y'all wouldn't come. I wasn't inviting you to the play. I have a list. I have people. Because y'all ain't coming in here talking about I want a discount. No. That's how my mind was. Ain't nobody getting a discount. But I'm just saying, like, we get so mad about stuff and don't even know why we mad. And then when somebody says, well, I don't understand why I can't do it, and then you're going to tell them to look it up. You the problem. It ain't. The internet is not telling me I can't have a gender reveal party. You're telling me that. And that's when I realized people just want somebody to respect them, but they do not have to respect others. And that's my thing is, I don't care what you do, how you do, and how you live your life. They don't got nothing to do with me. All I'm supposed to do is love you for who you are. Yeah. That's all I'm supposed to do. Bottom line. Is like, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to have an opinion about what you do. I'm not here, but it's all right for you to have this about me. And I'm saying, how did I get in your circle? And that's where it ends up to me is it's in a circle. And stop letting people in y'all circle. Y'all getting offensive to me.
Well, GJ3, he also was saying, in terms of blocking the people out, you can't be like a brick wall every time you see everybody in your group too. Yeah. Your group members come and then be like, talk to the hand. No, then you can't be in my group. Yeah, exactly. We not opinionated. We're very vocal. We don't hold or sugarcoat our feelings in my circle. My circle, I want you to tell me, but I understand that I'm going to rebuttal because I believe what I believe until you can tell me it makes sense to it. So I go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because you don't think I didn't argue with God about his word that's been here for years. Big Rooster said, stay real, family. Did you want to say something? Oh, what you say, Big Rooster? What you trying to say? Big Rooster. What you say? Big Rooster, I'm really trying to think about what you're trying to say. What? I don't know what Big Rooster's saying at all. I don't know. What you say? Right, he said, stay real, family. Stay real, family. Stay real. Okay.
Ain't nothing free about us.
All right, we appreciate that, Big Rooster. We appreciate
that.
All right, and blind guy is white that like said, see, this is what I mean by the most offensive folks stay offended. Like, how does this match? Because it doesn't.
It don't.
But they don't see it.
Nope.
We gotta welcome somebody in.
Okay.
She's on her own type of vibe. We're gonna go ahead and welcome in
Blue Lotus Vibe by
Janina
McLean.
Welcome in. She said, "Hey, Love and Live, how are y'all?
Doing good.
What's going on?" She coming through with that Blue Lotus vibe. That good type of vibe.
What?
She's saying, "Hey, Sister and Strawberry and Bro Panda, do you know who it is?"
Yeah.
We got Sandra Clark, aka Boobers. What's going on? She said, "Happy Wednesday, my family."
Yeah, happy Wednesday.
What's going on, Sandra? What's going on?
We're talking about boundaries, y'all.
Yeah.
And how you can get in people's boundaries, apparently.
It's apparent. It's
apparently,
apparent.
you know. And as I said, that's what I'm saying. People got that, you know, it's too many big circles that you could just jump in somebody else's boundaries too easily. You can't get in my boundary. Like, it don't offend me like that. I might have something to say because I do be having an opinion.
Yeah,
but
you are pretty opinionated. Would you agree with that? I would agree with that. But I guess it don't matter what I agree with. I'm just messing with you. But blind guy is wife. They're like, we appreciate you, blind guys' wife. They said, "What? Play it? What y'all talking about? Play it? Play the song.
I can't hear you. Say
what are y'all talking about?"
Ain't nothing free about us.
He keep coming for me. I don't know.
Blind guy's wife, we
Thank
appreciate
you so much.
We appreciate y'all
yes,
so much.
I appreciate you so much.
Sandra,
thank you.
You know she really is. Sandra said, "Are you acting up, sister?"
No, Eli is the one acting up.
You gonna have to really come get.
Because he keep messing with me, and I'm like, ooh.
She is sizzling today. All right, Sandra, I'm gonna need you to come get your sis over here.
So anyway, like I said, I will give you my opinion. Especially if you ask for my opinion, I will give it to you. And I will stand up for whatever I believe. But my thing is never to ever hurt anybody or be offensive or do anything. But if it's a topic, a real topic, a sensitive topic, I will talk about that subject. I'm not afraid to talk about it. But if you get offended by what I say, that's not on me. In my opinion, now I know the Bible says something else different today. We had a whole conversation, but it's not on me in the sense of I'm not saying anything that is not true. That it is not like. Let me just put it this way: if you believe dogs are a man's best friend, and that's what you believe. And I'm going to say any animal could be a man's best friend. It's just how you connect to it. And you get offended because you feel that...
No, dogs is the best friend.
That has
how dare you say that? You know, a dog is a man's best friend.
But like any pet, you see people with bears, you know, snakes and all that.
I don't know about the bears, but yeah.
You know, that one had a bear, and that's how the bear got in the city. Because it got too big, and I think the bear said, "What?" You know, but anyway.
But yeah, no, I know what you said.
But that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I can offend you by saying that. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just telling you facts. You know what I mean? When we used to do the Talk It Out show on the radio, there was one, I got a lot of compliments on it. But there was one that we were talking about, and it was like the daughter came out to the mom that she was a lesbian, and I was sick that day too. I was sick as a dog, and she was mad, talking about, well, you know, my mom ain't gonna never get to see the grandchild, and she ain't gonna get this, and you know, she's not gonna be a part of my life, and da. Well, you know, sick Lenore is very more blunt than feeling well, Lenore. and I was like, give her some time to process it.
Yeah.
You just told her You know what I mean? So let her process it. She still love you, still a child. She just needs to process it because we were raised one way. So to be able to let her process it and get over it. Don't just sit there and all of a sudden you ain't nowhere near having a baby. You ain't even married to the person. You might not even be with the person you're talking about. But you just already ready to kick her out because she didn't just open her arms and say, I want to run to you. No. Give her time to process it. But it was a lot meaner because I was sick. But a lot of women and men, they wrote in and said, thank you because we never thought about it that way. And I'm like, yeah, it is not sometimes you just got to know. Like if your child comes up to you, is no different to me than if your child is gay or a lesbian, bisexual, transgender, or anything. Then if your child comes up to you and say, you know what, Mom, I decided at 14, I'm going to have sex and I want to have a baby. The reaction gonna be the same way.
Yeah, it's like what do you
like the process
is
way, and then it's somebody
for some, yeah.
It's the same process. I mean, you still gonna have that emotion. No, you ain't gonna be having sex until you're 14. You ain't have no baby. Did it? But it's a little too late, Mom. Oopsie, I just. Are you mad? And and then later on, you just have to breathe and say, "This is my baby, no matter what." Let me be here for my baby. Now, there's some parents on both ends that don't accept it at all. But I'm saying give that person time to process it and ask God or, say, Lord, help me because I'm not understanding. You know what I mean?
Well, we got Sandra. Said, my bro Panda, are you giving my sisters on Strawberry a hard time? Never that, Sandra. You know I'm not the type of guy to give
lying.
a hard time. In fact, some would say I give like what's called a soft time. I'm not too hard on folks. I would agree with that.
Elijah's very moving.
Blind guy, his wife, like say, yep, she acting up trying to pop people on live. And you see that, Sandra. You see what's going on?
Yeah, because Elijah keep over here messing with you. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I know Elijah's our favorite. Sandra, because y'all ignore the process of what Elijah's facials is doing and how he's attacking me. Y'all is okay when Elijah attack me, but when I attack Elijah, then y'all want to be all sensitive.
Are you okay?
This is the problem now.
Are you okay?
No, I'm letting people in my circle. Hold on.
See,
this is a problem.
You see how much of a soft person I am, Sandra? Sandra said, "Oh Lord, my bro." Blind guy, we're gonna have to get Queen, my sisters, and Strawberry. Maybe it's corner time. And I might have to agree with that a little bit.
Not. I'm sitting up here having a conversation,
to the corner.
And he over here giving facials.
I think it's time for corner time. Everybody needs a little bit of a break. Wouldn't you say? Sandra's in here saying, I'm gonna be like, wait hold a minute. You want to do what?
Exactly. People like
it's problematic. We 1 + 1 = 2.
I remember telling my mom I was pregnant, and she wasn't nice. And she told me, "You gonna do this on your own. You want to be a mom? I'm gonna do you like my mama did me. You gonna do this on your own. Don't ask me for nothing. You want some orange juice? You better tell that to get you some orange juice. You want something? You better tell that to get you some so and so." I was like, "Dang."
Said, let's get them some boxing.
So that's what I'm saying. My mama, wasn't nice about the situation. I just have to agree. Sometimes your parents don't give you that type of love. You feel like you got grown go. I remember my sister had a boyfriend when she wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend, and so funny. I told him, I said, okay, she saw her period once a month. This is the day she starts, so she needs some pads. She needs some top ramen. You need to get her a bowl and a pot that she can cook it in. He went home and told his dad. His dad was like, what? Because, he didn't tell the whole story. So his dad came and talked to me and said, yeah, he said, he had to do this and that. I said, yeah, because I said she can't have no boyfriend. I talked to both of them, let them know that she's not old enough to have a boyfriend and to respect my wishes. They chose not to respect my wishes. So since they feel like they grown, her rent is this. She needs some pots and pans to cook her stuff. She has her monthly time here Dad said, well, if you didn't want to follow her rule, get to doing what she told you to do. I mean, you just, this is what it is. Consequences to every action, But it was good, that's when parents, we all agreed and worked together.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, like, I can't believe he told my child that he had to do that. Oh, what was me? I can't believe he did. I bet you that child, next time somebody said they can't have a boyfriend and he wasn't, I can't date you. I've been there, done that, experienced life, I had to buy groceries and stuff. He did. He had to come over here with groceries bag. I think at the second grocery bag, he was like, we can't be together no more.
Well, blind guy's wife there, like said, I'm headed into a Zoom, but I'll check y'all out later. Hopefully, all in one piece.
Well, one
no
of us
hope.
will
We'll be in one piece.
No,
at least I will be in one piece.
No, he won't.
I'll be whole.
He'd be whole.
The whole loving, kind person that I am.
Like this.
But bye, blind guy.
He's here like this.
Y'all
know he's old.
You take care of it.
Love you, Queen. The process.
Sandra said, okay, my bro, blind guy. Have a blessed day and meeting.
Yes.
All right, GJ34 said, keep God, stay safe, blind guy. Keep good.
What is your wrong?
What is your wrong? See, look, we both getting tongue tied
I'm
over
not
here.
reading it like that. I'm looking at good. I see
right.
2 O's, zeros, O's.
See, that's when you start acting up. Sandra said, yes, very true. We do as parents, we do have to give our kids tough love sometimes, and they ain't gonna receive it well, but at the end, they will see that we only had their best interest at our heart.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that's in anything that our kids do, all the time. It's a constant thing. But your kids know that you're going to be upset, and your kids know you're going to be, but we can't be this sensitive. But I always say, I don't know how my kids get sensitive when I'm Queen Lenore. Like, hello. I know who I am, so how y'all get sensitive, but society says everything is okay to be sensitive and everybody, and I'm not saying sensitive when you can't express your emotion if something hurts, but if everybody looking at you and you're like this, why are you looking at me? I can't believe you looking at me. This is my bubble. Stop looking at me in my bubble. That's no. It's okay if somebody look at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to accept the look. You ain't got it. Shouldn't kill you. It shouldn't make you day or make you miserable. The look is okay. Oh, except for Eli.
What except for me? What you mean?
The look
is not okay when it comes.
No.
See, don't you feel like that is
contradiction?
Yeah, just a little bit.
No.
I would not even say a little bit, a whole lot of it. If you're being honest, right here. You say you can't look. And I wasn't even looking at you.
No, but you was giving those looks.
I was looking right in front of you.
You were giving that. I agree with you, Queen Lenore. You right about that, Queen Lenore. Look.
And you don't. Any other time you say, "Oh, you're not agreeing. I don't have your back."
But when I need you to agree, you don't.
I was agreeing with you and having your back, like you always ask.
But
this relationship advice right here. You try.
He overstepping his boundaries. Really, you see how he getting in my boundaries? How he in my boundaries?
I'm just trying to be the wonderful nephew that I am and play my role. But you're not trying to receive all that I have for you. And I think it really comes down to, have you prepared yourself for this? Because I think I might be giving you too much. We'll be right back after a quick, brief message from a YouTuber near you.
Hey, Spiky.
Spiky.
Hey, Spiky.
Spiky.
Hey, it's a club party.
It's a club party.
Hey,
it's a club party. Okay, now. Hey, it's a club party. Hey, it's a club party.
To the Spike Gang. Do 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 the Spike Gang. In the club right now, say hey.
In the club. Okay. Hey. It's a club party.
Hey. It's a club party.
What kind of party is it?
It's a club party.
Just one more time. Hey. It's a club party. All right. It's a club party.
That's what I'm talking about. Do the Spike Gang.
All right. So I do got another relationship related question. We got to welcome somebody in who's precious to us. All right, we've got
Precious Pieces.
She said, "Hey y'all,
Hey.
how you doing? It's nice seeing you in here for today."
Yes, it
All right,
is.
Sandra, she said, "That look, my sisters and Strawberry, keep giving my bro pen. If looks could kill you, already be dead."
But he keeps trying me. That's the thing. Why is he trying me? Some people shouldn't try you, but he just keeps trying.
I don't know what you're talking.
Trying
I really don't know what you could possibly be referring to
and I
at
just
this
don't know
moment.
why he keeps trying me. I don't know what I did.
I mean, at this moment
to
in time,
deserve
I'm
this
just being the
trial.
favorite
I mean,
nephew that I can be for you, and I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't think you're fully prepared for all of this. But I do have a relationship-related question. All right. Okay. So this is not a big thing, but it's pretty controversial thing that has gone on in recent years, and a lot of people think about perspectives and stuff. But all that to say, how do you feel about the teacher and the student relationship? Now, in this specific situation, this is not a minor situation. This is outside of that, and we're not even talking about an institution like college. This is a dance instructor. And so now the dance instructor has realized that she actually has a crush with one of her students. And the student is older than her, but the dance instructor is kind of like, how should I operate? I don't want to overstep my boundaries at my job, but I really am interested in this person, my student. How you feel about that?
I don't.
Where you feel like the line should be crossed between that?
I think they're both adults.
They're both adults, or it don't really matter.
I just think, it's that professionalism on there, but if your job say you can't date your student,
yeah, it is what it is.
You leave it alone or you quit. Those are your only options, But I don't think it's really one of those things that I'm really worried about it.
Well, Sandra said, "Oh wow, that's a sticky kind of situation right there."
It's even sticky because you don't know the person; you just attracted to the person, and you know what they show you out dancing. But that don't mean that's who they are. I think we get messed up in that area. I'm attracted to him. He's such a gentleman here, and he does this, but that might be there only.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He might be a jerk, and you don't risk your whole relationship off of a look and what you think it should be. But I just think if it's a dance instructor, karate instructor, things like that, I just think that it's really what the company says. Is it all right for you to date your student or your client or whatever? That's the only thing that goes. But you gotta put it this way: is it worth it? Because at the end of the day, it could work out and be great.
Yeah,
or you guys can work out and be great, and then it can work out and be great, and then realize he's a jerk, and then this is who you're still teaching, and now he's flirting with another student. How are you gonna take it?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna be like Tanya is and want to scream and holler? Are you gonna be like Queen Lenora and be able to deal with it? I mean, there's these options. You gotta look past just more than he's so handsome. Oh, she's so fine.
She let us know she's driving and listening.
Okay, thank you, sis. I appreciate you. But yeah,
look, you're saying look more on the outward end. Just
what if it don't work out?
The outwardly appearance could be one thing. Everybody could put on a nice show, but really, I feel like when it comes to my opinion on things, the whole thing really comes down to the dynamic, right? You got teacher and student, and like you said, when you do cross the line, of course, people are gonna be looking and saying maybe there's favoritism or something that going on. Then you got that whole mess going around, and then stepping outside of that mess, you also have, like you said, the reality of once this is broken off, and they're still your student or they're still around or something like that, you're gonna have that conflict there, and how are you gonna be able to hold yourself? And in a situation like that, you got to think of more than yourself at that time, because you could be dealing with something extremely petty. You could, and nowadays they could be up in a group chat talking about all this to everybody else, spreading your business, your information, and really coming at your character in your work environment. So it's that line that do you really want to cross? Is it really worth it? And like she said, if you really are down for that, you might as well just give up the job and pursue this, especially if it's something like that where they're around and it's a long-term position, because there's really nothing you're going to be able to do with that. I feel like kind of the same thing with work relationships. Be ready to be out of the company if you're going to go ahead and commence with this. And GJ34 said, teachers and students have always had awkward situations.
Yeah.
It's a very sticky situation is what he says. And Sandra said, definitely she shouldn't act on it at all because that crosses lines in many ways. But she is attracted to him, and that's fine. But if he doesn't act on it because that is her student, you know?
Yeah.
And GJ3 saying, remember the Parkers with Monique? Then they waited until she graduated before they had actually gotten married officially.
Yeah, so that wasn't on Miss Parker. That wasn't on Monique's side.
You said, was that the Parkers? Was Parker's even a good example?
It wasn't a good example.
No.
Because she was hunting him down all the years she was in college. Hunting him down.
And how do you feel about that? I mean, I feel like there's a certain standard when it comes to a college relationship too. How do you feel about a student getting with a college professor?
You're not supposed to. It's against the law.
It's
against the rules. So then the answer is
no. And
that's what I'm saying. Follow the rules that are set there, standards. And I know there's people that have had relationships and it has been successful. Yeah. But that is one out of how many?
Well, outside of law, how you feel morally about it? This is not it.
My thing is, again, I'm going to say, this is my thing is, don't put yourself in a predicament that you can't handle.
Yeah.
One thing is just like having friends and they're in your circle. One of the things I used to hate is like if I wanted to end a relationship when I was in our group called GNC, if I ended a relationship, that meant that person was going to stop being a part of GNC because my mother owned GNC, so I'm the daughter. So that relationship would end if me and this person didn't get along.
Yeah.
And so I never wanted that to be the situation. Like, we don't have to get along, but I still wanted you to be a part of GNC. So I would just bear with it and act like I still am friends with these people when I really didn't. They weren't my friends anymore. Like, I didn't like them anymore. That's just what it was.
You was done. The time
I was done.
You outgrew that.
Yeah,
you wasn't feeling it no more.
But I didn't want to say anything to make it where they didn't want to be a part of GNC.
Yeah.
I don't feel like because me and Eli, if me and Eli stop talking, auntie and nephew ain't talking to each other no more, that doesn't mean our business has to stop. We still are co-workers. We're still our business partners. Why does our relationship have to end here? Because if we had worked for somebody else and our relationship end, we still would be working together. So why is it that it will end opposite? But people don't think like that. So my thing is, you can't say, ooh, I could be in this relationship with you even when we're not together, or even if we're not friends or business, I can't stand you, but we can still stay business partners. We can still, then don't do it. Don't do anything that's going to hinder your relationship, because that is something that's really, really hard. And I realize a big percentage cannot sit there and separate. I could still be business partners even if I don't like you. I could still, go to dance class even if I'm not with you. I can still teach you and make sure you're an excellent dancer even if we're not together. So don't step those boundaries. And I think that's why the rules are there for you not to, because that's taking money from your situation. Don't do it. And that's my thing. And you can sit here and go, oh, I think I could do it. Oh, I think I, but 99.9% when you fall in love and you see your ex with somebody else and you still loving that ex, and that ex is now bringing this person to the dance class, you are not going to act right. And that means you ruined the whole dance class for everybody, not just for him and her, but for everybody else that has nothing to do with your relationship. So if you can't be mature enough and act like an adult, then don't do it, because that's where it comes from. Just don't do it. And that's how I look at it. Like, that's my main thing to look at it. If you're gonna step over those boundaries, you gotta look further in the future. Can you really handle it? What if you really love and then y'all break up and 2 days later another girl's in class with him. Can you handle it? Or another guy's in class with her. Can you handle it? Those are things you got to look at.
Well, what about the other way? Kind of not the other way around, but yeah, kind of the other way around. You were the student, but you're really interested in your instructor or your teacher here to the point where it's kind of causing you to not be able to focus. What do you feel like is some options for you to do?
Take another class with somebody else and ask her out. Or ask him out.
In another class, though?
No, like if I'm in a dance class, I'm taking tap. I'm gonna go with a different tap teacher.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, how you doing?" That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna be in that class looking at you, and then we're gonna be together, and I'm still in the same tap. No, I'm gonna be with Tap Joe over here. I'm not gonna be in the tap class with you, and that's what I'm saying.
You feel like that's just kind of like the lines you don't cross.
Yeah. Right? And if there ain't no other tap teacher, then you better hold off until you learn what you learn, and then give it to person afterwards. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, definitely. That's. I feel like that's a good bit of conversation.
That's to me easy because dance class don't last long.
Well, it's just something like that, like you got you a long-term program or something like that you're doing.
Even if it's a 4-year college, 8-year college, you better wait it out.
Just hold on and hold strong.
Hold on, I mean, my thing is, and I know there's some good relationships that actually outlast and they do good, but you can't be hoping that's you. You know what I mean? You can't do that. What did DJ say?
Said, Monique was forcing him and the Parkers. She was dominating, very jealous too.
Yeah.
He said Monique had gave the professor a very strong boundary. Even if they wasn't officially dating, to ever be a couple too.
Yeah, every time he dated somebody, Monique was there to interrupt that. So just think, do you want to be with a woman? And she was nice to me. There's some women that ain't nice. So, think about that,
All right, so before we wrap it up, because we are finna hop off pretty soon, but before we do wrap it up, how do you feel about this, right? You got a friend, because we're still within boundaries, okay? Say you have your friend, you got a close friend, even it could be your husband or wife. We'll talk about both dynamics with a little bit of time that we do have.
Yeah.
Say they need a little bit of distance. When do you feel like is enough is enough? Like I can't, I don't want to distance myself too much, but I understand that you need space. Like where do you feel like the line is drawn? Because this person is like, I just need a little bit of space. I need a little bit of break, right? When do you feel like you crossing lines? Like, all right, you had enough of a break.
In a relationship or a marriage?
In a friendship, like you worried about your friend, right? Like let's say they got a lot going on. They're like, oh, I need a break. Maybe they're not gonna say at that time that okay, now they want you back around. When do you feel like you should step in, or do you feel like you should step in at all?
I don't know. I think people talk too much. Like I said, me and my one best friend / she's my sister. We were raised together pretty much. We was always together, so she's my sister. And we, have different friends and all that other stuff. We just stopped. We just stopped.
It was what it was.
Yeah, and then we came back together. We never stopped, and then we went on another breaks and stopped again. It was never a conversation. We never said it. I mean, we tease each other about it now and laugh and be like, I need a break from you. Or, we say stuff like that now. But in reality, sometimes you just take a break. I mean, you're just not around each other all the time, and you guys are fine with it. It doesn't end a relationship, and nobody has to say, I need a break. You're doing your own thing. You get busy. Like right now, I do pop-up markets, and usually when she got free time to talk, I'm at a pop-up, so I can't talk to her. And then when I get home, I'm tired, so I don't talk. And so then she'll call during the weekday, and then I can talk. And then sometimes we both just stand in the space because, we're tired. But we're trying to get this conversation in. But it's never anything to hold us and be like, I can't believe you're not talking to me. Or
exactly.
Because you're usually both busy. The only time I think it takes people offense is when you're not both busy and you're bored, and then your friend has got this whole new life, and now you're saying, you're not spending time with me, and you have this whole life. Well, get a life. I say that even if it's a friendship or in a relationship, if you are spending so much time wondering what your partner's doing or your friend's doing, you in the wrong spot of your life. You need to start getting busy.
You're in a rough patch. You need to.
If all I'm worried about is what you doing, like even like as we business partner, and I'm only worried about what Eli doing, and I'm calling him every 5 seconds to ask him what he's doing. I need to be building a life. Like my life should not be surrounded by my nephew like that. Like we see each other enough. I don't need to be on the phone with you 24/7 saying, "So you doing what?" And breathe, and breathe, and no, like get a life. And I think something's wrong where we feel like we don't need a life, and that somebody else's life should be pertaining and making sure we feel good about each other. And that is so wrong.
Yeah.
My life is not about you. Ever. Even though I apologize to you guys all the time about not being able to go to y'all's channels when I need to and stuff like that because I'm doing Papa. I'm really trying to learn how to maintain my whole little life circle here. You know what I mean? And I apologize to y'all, but if y'all really get offended because I don't go to your channel, I'm sorry. Get a life. I'm not trying to offend you. I really am not. And I don't think any of us is trying to make. If you're so busy you can't come to my channel, I know if you're not here. I can tell you the people that's normally in my chat that's not here today. But I am not offended because they're not in here because I know they have something to do with their life. And if I'm just thinking you got to be in my channel all the time and I'm putting that much pressure. I'm putting that pressure on you. I think that's wrong. You should be able to be like, okay, I'm here. And I'm sorry, tell me if I'm wrong for saying this, but I remember GJ3 came in and said, I was on your live, I was just busy. I appreciate you telling me you was on my live and all that. That meant a lot to me that you was on my live. But if you're working, I'm not gonna get mad at you. I wish you would at least said hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? You were working. You spent whatever time you spent to be able to put me on your screen to watch me. If it's from 1 minute to the whole time, and you did not chat, why am I offended by that? I appreciate every moment you spend in here, but understand there's a lot of times I'm watching y'all. No, I'm not chatting because I got you on my screen, or I got you here. My hands is busy, and if I touch the screen now, I gotta wash my hands, change the gloves, do it. It's too much. Just so I can say I'm going to the next video now. And I'm not going to remember because I don't got good memory like that to go back to your channel.
Exactly.
To go, that was good. Like literally. I'm just saying literally. That's why sometimes if I don't chat on your thing and y'all come in, I'll tell you what I saw because I want you to know I was there, even though I didn't write, but I was there. You got the view off of me. When it said you was at 121, that 122 was me. Okay, I mean, literally, that's what it is. I think we put too much pressure on people. And we focus it. I don't care if it's your friends. I feel like all YouTubers are co-workers. If you're a YouTuber, we're all co-workers. And I think we try to support each other because we know we ain't got a lot of people that ain't YouTubers checking out our channel. But I'm not going to sit here and get mad at you because you ain't been on my channel. I'm doing the best I can. Like, I be like, dang, I want to be on your channel all the time. But because I got to make money to survive here, I can't be on your channel like that. And because I'm unorganized.
Self-admittedly.
Yes, I'm very unorganized. So trying to do pop-up markets that I keep adding myself to, and then trying to write a book and trying to do YouTube, and now I gotta learn how to do Instagram and Facebook because now the pop-up market saying, please share these out and do this. I gotta learn how to do that. And then I'm trying to do a contest and I'm trying to do all this, and you mad at me because I didn't come visit you. I'm sorry. And the 99.9, I probably did visit you. And if you don't pop up on my thing, yell at YouTube. Why are you yelling at me? Because if I don't see you and I'm trying to work, it's not my fault. I'm just pressing what I see. If I see you, I press you. And then I go. And I don't have the time. I see people and I love them. Unbiased is really good at it. I love her. She'll go, I'm here. I can't talk to you right now. I'm working. And everybody agree. Keeping up with the rules is the same thing. Me, I don't even type that. Because I go like this. Chris, Push this button right here. Chris is not gonna type in there to tell y'all that I'm in here watching. He ain't. And even if I say that, y'all don't acknowledge that I'm still there because you forget because you're looking at the people that are talking in there. Mm-hmm. You will never hear me get mad because, oh, so-and-so in here. I can tell you who ain't in here right now. I can. Yeah, and if it's 2 or 3 more times I see that the person ain't in there, I then go in there and go, "Where are you? All right?" I just want to make sure you're all right because I know we go through stuff in life and it takes us away from here. But best believe I'm not forgetting about any of y'all. I love every last one of y'all. I pray for y'all every day. Y'all on my mind all the time. But sometimes when I'm on here, if you ain't in there and you ain't on that side screen that tells me you lied,
recommended. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And then I can't even say you got to be in the first 5 sections of it.
Oh, you talking about the sub?
That tells you when you're live. Yeah. Because I didn't open it before I decided I'm doing something. Mm-hmm. I got to make seasoning and hot sauce, and I got to bag teas, and then I decided I'm going back to making drinks and cake in the jar and stuff like that. And you mad. And I thank God nobody's ever came to me and said they were mad at me. Yeah. I'm just saying I hear a lot of people when I do talk to them on the phone how people are really mad at them for not coming on the show. And I praise God and thank y'all that y'all don't do it. But I thank y'all even when, like I said, DJ3, sorry if I put your business out there. I love you. You know I love you. But when he said that, I said, oh, that was so sweet and kind. But I'm not offended. I'm just glad you're okay. Because when I didn't see you, I'd be worried, like, is he okay? He got 2 more times not to check in before I check out. Because I know you're a constant fixture during our life. Mm-hmm. If you somebody that just pops in and out, I understand because you're doing stuff. Yeah. And a lot of people take their modding seriously. I don't take my modding seriously. Mm-hmm. I don't mod good. I don't think I'm a good mod. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm a good mod. I try to mod, but I really don't know what to say. And sometimes I done walked away from the screen, so 18 other people done welcomed you in, and I'm like, I really didn't need to welcome you because the other 18 other welcomed you in. No, I gotta come back and welcome you in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm learning to try to get everything situated in my life where I can be able to be maintained and go this and that and that. Mm-hmm. You know, so as I'm saying, I think we put too much pressure on people who's friends, our co-workers, and again, I say your YouTubers or your co-workers. I looked at like yesterday. I usually miss Unbiased on Tuesday because she goes live, and then I go pick up my daughter from school. My daughter's graduating today, so I didn't have to worry about it. So I was able to see her yesterday, and I watched her, and I was looking at Big Rooster, and he was on it, and then he was telling me because she was on TikTok, and I think she was on Facebook, and I was like, I don't know how she's doing all of them, but anyway. Not my concern because I ain't even did TikTok yet. I'm looking at TikTok. How do I want to do my TikTok? Because I don't want to be the same on YouTube as I am on my TikToks and as I am on my Reels. So I really got those fetishes. And he was telling her all the people that was going on in the TikTok. He took his mod job seriously. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it helped her so much. Mm-hmm. Now you get mad and be like, why Unbiased ain't made me a mod? For what? I ain't good. Why would I be in my feelings? I'm like, why isn't Unbiased? We met each other in North Carolina. We were so cool. Why you ain't made me a mod? 755, why you ain't made me? Why? I am not a good mod. Mm-hmm. Period. I ain't good. I can't remember when somebody comes on. I barely remember when I have to be on live, and mine is consistent. Like I know mine every time, consistent. I'm just not good. But we'll get mad and jealous on stuff that we are not good at, and then we hold up. Then we get mad at like people like Unbiased and 755 and Big Rooster and all that. Why they even make me a mod? You ain't modding good. When I see you modding, I see you was on the mod over here, and I ain't see you do nothing as a mod.
All right, but we are going to go ahead and get to some of the chat here.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh man. All right, and so GJ3, he said, bottom line is a true circle is what surrounds you. Yeah. So knowing who is in your circle is meaning you know who surrounds you. Yeah. Who is around you at all times. All right. And GJ3 said there's a fine line between love and romance. Yes. And he said, you know what? This thing just had got a whole lot deeper than it was before. And
a
whole world deeper than it was before. And DJ3 said, "Ain't no
stopping
stopping
now."
now."
That's right. Ain't no stopping us now.
But the live may be postponed until later. Big Rooster said, "Right, please never get offended when someone doesn't come to your channel, folks."
Yes.
And Blue Lotus Voucher said, "Yes, much understood, fam."
Yeah.
And we got to welcome somebody in. We got Wendy B of AZ.
Yeah.
Wendy B said, I struggle with people who expect you to subscribe just because they subscribe to you or just because they subscribe to me. I would have a hard time watching even 100 feeds a day. It's just not realistic.
It's not.
Wendy B says subscriptions should be based on what you want to watch, not obligations.
Yes.
And and Wendy said, I don't want subscribers who aren't interested in what I stream.
Exactly.
We also got to welcome somebody in. We got
Eliza is great.
Wendy said, I love this channel because you care so much, and it's just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And most of my real life friends aren't subscribed to my channel, so they don't be chatting. They don't like chatting videos.
Yeah.
And it doesn't offend me because I only want those who want to be there.
Exactly.
Eliza, I can't keep track of where y'all going anymore. Wendy said, I can't understand the desire for riches. It puzzles me.
Because we ain't good at it, Wendy. That's why I'm just telling you. But I used to be like, I wonder if I want, because let me tell you, like 755, they be doing special stuff for their mods, and I want to be in the clique, of that. But then I'm like, I barely know when she come on, and then when she do come on, I'm not there. And then I see the people that used to be on there all the time, they ain't there, and she's like, and I like, I don't want to. I can't handle the responsibility of the job.
Yeah.
And since I can't handle the responsibility of the job, I just don't.
And I feel like even when it comes to moderation on a platform like YouTube, Twitch, unless you had a big enough following to where you could probably pay your mods to really be on it like that, you should never overly expect anything. You should have, just a handful of people that you trust, make them a mod, and understand you might have to do something here and there. If you're small, you might have to do something here and there. And as you grow, you're going to have more dedicated people to moderate your chat.
I'm just talking about the people, and not the people there. I'm talking about people like me who got the nerves to be offended.
Yeah, get offended.
And want to be a mod, knowing I can't be a mod. I had to tell myself, no, you can't be her mod.
Wendy said, I can't handle modding either on others' channel because I'm super strict on my own. That's just what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things that I think sometimes we, look at something and they get offended when it's like, check yourself and realize you put pressure on them to do something that you ain't even ready to do. You don't want that responsibility.
And Wendy said, others are too lenient and I'm too heavy on the band button. All right, it's just not going to work out. It's not going to work out.
And that's what I'm saying. I can't ban and I'm just not. I'm going to be into your conversation. It's hard for me to read what's going on in the chat and listen to what you say. So I can come in and out once in the blue, but most of the time I'll just be like, oh, so-and-so came in, hello. Oh, she said, hello. That's all I did. Like yesterday when I was on Unbiased, I just was like listening to what she was saying, trying to figure out how to make this dang mannequin head that I knew I wasn't going to make. And I just said hi to everybody. I wasn't in the conversation, but if I did see something funny, and I said, I typed it in real quick, and I said, let me get on the computer to type this up real quick. But a lot of times, if it wasn't for cooking yesterday, I wouldn't have even been able to type. But he was cooking and did not allow me to go in the kitchen, so I was able to type up a storm, and I wasn't even typing up a storm.
And Wendy said, "Yep, I like peace."
Exactly.
Well, we finna hop off, y'all.
Yeah, I got my daughter's graduating today, y'all.
So we got some things to get in order. So we're gonna close out.
No more dropping her off at school.
We're gonna say
she's going to college.
Remember,
she's doing big things
too.
And she graduating early too, y'all.
She is.
A whole year early. I'm so proud. This is the proud mama bear right here. She might get a bowl of honey. All right, so remember to love and live each day as if it were your last.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Love and live. and Live show. Motivation speakers, positive affirmation, tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time, come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time, creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up, shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live empire, bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you
Figured nephew, Lenora.
She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and Live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show. The love and live show.
Yep.
This is Love and Live shots.